to right in this opening period. Stevens and Washi. It's one on back by San Diego. We're underway here on a Friday night from Acrisure Arena. Ty Nelson swings it around the boards near side looking for Jacob Melanson, who made some noise in his last go bout. Firebirds saw him pick up a hat trick, the first of his pro career. Up to the top for Washi, broken up, and Melanson takes it away for the Firebirds, gets to the red line, speeds on in for Stevens, cross-ice feed off of road, turns and shoots, and the save made by Billy Husso. A drive knocked away, rebound, 6 tries. Face-off win by the Gulls as they set up on the man advantage. Logan Morris into the box, 2 minutes for high sticking. He got his stick up high on Matthew Phillips. Roland McEwen, shot deflected off the stick of Bailey. It rolls wide. Ryan Carpenter gets it back to the far side for Sasha Pastajov. Here's Igor Sidorov. His shot stopped by Coco, available in front. Rolls to the blue line for Roland McEwen, who keeps it moving for the Gulls. Twisted to the corner for Carpenter. The veteran gets it to the second-year Sidorov. They continue to play catch on the near side wall. Roland McEwen, Igor Sidorov. His shot, they score.
Take a penalty. San Diego cashes in and kind of stole that momentum.
Justin Bailey out to center ice for Sasha Pastajov. Dumped to the far side corner. Ty Nelson tracks it down. Nelson across for Charlie Wright. Helped out by Ben Myers. And pass called.
Becomes an important part of this hockey game.
Ty Nelson, a quick clear for the Firebirds, and Billy Husso has to come out of his goal and get it. The Firebirds trail 1-0 early on in this opening period. Have to defend another 5-on-4. Pastajov for Bailey. Moves in towards the front of the goal. Centering feed just under the stick of Igor Sidorov. Ryan Carpenter continues it on now. Bailey a feet across. Here's a shot and a save by
there. They missed both, and Pastajov was allowed to walk in by himself.
Give an assist to Billy Husso on that goal as well. The goaltender getting an apple, I'm sure. Regardless of who gets, what team gets it, I'm sure you're happy to see that, Grant. And the goaltender gets reward.
Always happy to see the goalies chip in with a little offense.
Victor Osman got one on Sunday in the Firebirds win on Jacob Melanson's hat-trick goal. Here's Ty Nelson from the right point. His shot tipped just wide, looking for the stick of Leighton Rowe. Burkus. His pass down low, intercepted, cleared out to center, off of his stick, and it drives to the near side corner. Sam Colangelo puts the body on Ty Nelson. Avon trying to get it loose. Noah Warren tugged away through the neutral zone by Jagger Furcus. There's D-to-D for Charlie Wright. Now for Ty Nelson off the stick of Logan.
The game, and it kind of changes the momentum here in the first.
Nelson for Goyette. He'll drive it on in. Husso out of his goal. Briefly, Edward Chalet looking for the puck. And the Gulls now a 3-on-2 through the neutral zone by Adovic for Carpenter. Carpenter right circle. His shot jammed by Nelson. Picked up by Mijatovic with a lane towards the net, and Nelson got a stick on it. Just as you said, Grant, got to watch out for these Gulls. They're quick to move on offense, even though they're down a man.
Well, they were down a man, and Brouillard jumped in to be the odd man in that rush. And if you're killing a penalty, you got to be careful of that.
Another chance for San Diego. Gaucher blocked down by Nelson. 2 big defensive stops for 24 and White. Now the Firebirds turn back to offense with 24 seconds remaining on the Sidorov penalty. Morrison sneaks his way down the board, or rather Goyette down the boards. Another clear for the Gulls. This one up and out of play.
Yeah, and you also
nothing after that as San Diego is taking control.
Yeah, a couple of power plays for San Diego, and they've kind of swung the momentum here in the first period and taken full advantage of it so far.
Ike Coco out of his goal. He'll shovel it to the far side boards. Colangelo to the net, saved by Coco. Rescued by Charlie Wright. Right to the blue line, just able to muscle it through Luno as Leighton Rowe turns on the Jets. Getting it back is Stian Solberg. Solberg works away. For Sam Colangelo. Plenty of NHL time for him earlier on this season. He was just sent back on the 13th of November. Enjoyed the first month or so. As this puck, he'll chip it on in. Both teams change with 6:57 to go in the first.
Yeah, it was at the end of a long shift. And he had a lot of clean ice in front of him, but again, you don't want to get yourself caught out there tired.
Nelson races back for it. Ishek to the boards. Leighton Rowe out to center. Rowe On the flex over the line for Stevens. The late offside against Coachella Valley with 6:37 to go in the first period. 2-0 San Diego. By Nelson. Battles around the boards. Melanson. Pressed up against the glass by Solberg. Justin Bailey on in. Oh, McEwen back to get it for San Diego. McEwen. For Judd Caulfield. Knocked down by Charlie Wright. Wright is pressured. Morrison. Back out to center ice, and McEwen will get to it. Avon forces a steal. Avon down low, centering feed. Broken up as Husso launched out of his goal crease and knocked it away with his stick. Coco plays it around the boards now for Coachella Valley. Caulfield for Carpenter. Good battle out in front as now Caulfield and Sidorov tangle up. But Caulfield on his backhand, pressed to the boards by Charlie Wright with 3:33 to go in the period. Firebirds trail by 2.
Well, again, it's the San Diego team that likes to 3-0 San Diego.
Gulls win a face-off. Hines towards the front of the goal, swatted at by Coco. Here's Washi to the right point. This one deflects to the near side boards. Phillips for Washi. Rolling puck, he handles that well. Continues to work it around the bend. Evan Pivnik, Grant Fuhr, Gino Lamont, Tim O'Brien with you. Hockey Night Coachella Valley, of course, presented by Toyota. Thanks for being with us on this Friday night. Logan Morrison, first one in the offensive zone for Coachella Valley. Battles along with Stan Colangelo. J.R. Avon tries to hop in. Now the Gulls have a 3-on-2 rush with under a minute to go. The pass a little too far ahead of Phillips. Colangelo resets. Works his way in, goes far corner. Bumps aside Hamill. Good stick by Morrison, and that puck lands right behind the goal line once more. Nathan Gaucher feels the pressure from Nelson. Colangelo up top, broken up by Coachella Valley. Here is Avon and Firkus.
Much of an attempt, just kind of a thrown-on net. But San Diego, I think, replied with 11 in that span, so Firebirds want to get back to moving their feet, skating, forcing San Diego to have to play a little defense here.
Matthew Phillips moves in over the Coachella Valley line for Stan Colangelo. Back to Phillips in the corner. Phillips pressed up against the glass now by Charlie Wright. Matthew Phillips, his third team he's played against the Coachella Valley Firebirds for. Played for the Calgary Wranglers in year number 1. Then he played for the Colorado Eagles. Stevens cuts in. Road going to the right circle. In behind the goal, Hayden the centering feed, knocked down by Myers, and he couldn't get his handle on it. Goyette turns and shoots. Husso battles it aside as Wright approaches the net. Goyette comes to support him at the blue line, and he'll send it around. Nelson, his feed broken up. Goyette, a second layer, trying to work it back onside, but the Gulls hit the puck back. Both teams change. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the second. Still 2-0 San Diego.
Yeah, but I like the Firebirds start in this period. They've started to skate again. They're forechecking hard. They're winning some little puck battles.
Rakoff turns it over. Jan Mishek drives it down behind the goal line for Pastajov. Pastajov working in the corner. Here is Justin Bailey. He'll handle on the backhand. Bailey, Mishek up top. Bailey shot off the stick of Rakoff over top of the goal. Brouillard back down the wing. Pastajov wrapped up by Nelson. Penalty against the Firebirds, and the Gulls go back to the power play.
Yeah, and again, it looks a lot like the first period. Firebirds came out, started fast, did some really good things in the offensive zone, and the first time back in their own zone, they end up taking a penalty.
And Nelson had his hand wrapped around the waist of Sasha Pastajov, and 10 times out of 10, that'll be on the bench for quite a bit during his time at UConn. Assistant coach, and mainly helped out the goaltenders. Back to full strength. Firebirds finally successful on a kill as Nikkei Coco got rolled into. And the Firebirds come out to center ice. Avon in over the line, twists his way to the far side boards. Nelson 2-0, 13:25 remaining in the second period. Evan Pinnick, Grant Fuhr, Gino Lamont, Tim O'Brien with you on Hockey Night Coachella Valley, presented by Toyota.
Just builds momentum from that. And the Firebirds had a good start to this period. That just continues to build momentum for them.
Just out of the reach of Jacob Melanson. This one poked out to center ice. Knocked down by Nelson. Ishak somehow gets onside. Firebirds handle it back. Melanson for Rode. Over the line, looking for Melanson. Long reach by Warren, gets it loose. It ricochets off of Bailey right in front of the goal. As the Firebirds get back to work. Right behind the net, looking for Melanson. Gets it from Stevens. Good play by Nelson to keep it onside. Firebirds are changing. They'll let this one rattle back to center as they maintain possession with 12:35 to go in the second. Ewins for Nelson. Broken up by Bailey, who got that one in a skate. Coco retrieves.
Entertaining days. You can see Duran. Could watch the Firebirds the next night.
That's right, New Year's Eve. Bring in the new year with some rock music. Some rockin' Firebirds hockey. Here is J.R. Avon driving to the front of the goal and couldn't finish it off. Had some room. Got upended at the last moment. Good play by Avon to try to get some offense going for Coachella Valley.
Yeah, Avon did a good job using his speed there, and he had the opportunity, just couldn't quite get the handle on it as he got past Billy Russo.
Here's a giveaway. Gaucher one-on-one with Nelson, and it's fought off as Coco got a blocker out there.
And DK Coco's had a couple of really big stops here in this period.
Burkus tries it to the goal. Controlled on back by San Diego. Blowing a tire behind the goal is Brouillard. Teammates help him out with Stevens. Sorts a bouncing puck over the line for Jacob Melanson. Melanson speeds it around the wing. Leighton Rode gets to it. Rode from Melanson for Stevens. Puts it out in front. And Husso, a great save.
Couple of goals. You get down 3-0. That mountain gets a lot harder to climb. But at 2-0, a couple of big saves can change that momentum, get you back into the hockey game.
Brouillard, a bouncing puck off of Justin Bailey. And now Nelson will go to his defensive partner, Charlie Wright. John Hayden to the corner. Husso around the bend. Goyette. They'll battle for possession to the blue line for Ty Nelson. Nelson sends it around the boards. Myers awaits him. And then Warren gets tangled. Not a ton of movement there as the puck is wedged in the glass, or rather the boards, between a skate. Somehow finds its way right back into that fray as well. Justin Bailey ahead of steam, grabs the puck. Right side centering feed. Brouillard denied by Coco. The rebound and Coco. Second power play group for Coachella Valley hits the ice. Nelson with Goyette, Stevens, Chalet, and Hayden. Nelson, open space for Goyette. Around the wing, Stevens back up to the point. Nelson wasn't back. Now Ty turns on the Jets and has to move around Justin Bailey with 24 seconds left on his team's power play.
And again, if you kind of go to sleep a little bit, Justin Bailey's got that extra gear. He will beat you to the puck.
Chalet trying to pry it free in the corner. See it up close. Hayden to Nelson. Stevens across. Chalet backhander just wide. Right on the doorstep stood Edward Chalet. No one was home when he knocked on the door. Penalty comes to an end. Firebirds come up empty. They trail 2-0 with 4:17 left in the second period.
Yeah, but I like the fact they got some opportunities that time. There's some good puck movement.
Ishak up top. Solberg left circle off a stick. And over top of the goal. Battle for possession behind the net. Burke trying to fend off Lashko. Takes the stick with him. Shot by Pastajov. Coco the save. It lands in the goal mouth. And it's rescued by Melanson.
Yeah, another good save by Nikkei Copeland. I'm not really sure he saw that one, but he was in good position.
Tyson Hines puts it across. Burke's shot blocked painfully by Ty Nelson. As Solberg moves it back across. Burke steps up, rips one over top of the net. It's off the high glass. Lines up the wall. Road clears it. This will go all the way down the ice. And results. Shout out to our great booking crew, led by Drew Gershenson, friend of the show. Alonson scoops this one out to center ice.
This will be Coco made earlier in this period. Instead of being 3-0, all of a sudden we're in a 2-1 hockey game.
Coco's certainly been busy here in the second period as Sean Hayden looks to get back to work. One man back. Hayden tangles it with Brouillard and couldn't get it to the front of the net. Out to center. Gaucher flips it in. Coco has to do some acrobatics to fend it off to the corner. Logan Morrison gets the assist. Jack Ewan's the secondary helper. 2 assists in 2 games. Chance for Gaucher in front, trying to pull the trigger. Gaucher now gets it to left point. Noah Warren shot blocked by Goyette. Igor Sidorov toes the line. Takes his shot off of his stick. And now David Goyette storms in through center ice. John Hayden.
Then the Firebirds were able to cash in late, get that goal to make it a 2-1 hockey game, and he's given them a chance to win this hockey game.
Nelson through center ice. Intercepted by Tristan Luno. Luno a feed across. Up top shot. Saved by Coco. An early test for him in the first 15 seconds of this third period. Phillips through the goal mouth. Right point. Elected by Tim Washy. Luno pressed the glass by Avon, who scored the Firebirds goal late in the second period. Phillips twisted away by Charlie Wright. Wright's backhander. Driven in by Jagger Furcus. Firebirds change personnel early on in period 3. Then he ties up with Noah Warren. About a month ago, the team was in Bakersfield, so other duties that night for myself.
A touch busy.
Coco covers this one up.
Well, it's also a good thing sometimes to get down to ice level. It gives you a different feel and a different look for it.
Talked to Vince a little earlier today. He was excited about it. Thought he was going to go for the black-on-black look behind the bench. I said, you got to have a little color if you're going to be on TV, Vince. Luckily, he somewhat listened. Here's Furcus to the point for Charlie Wright. Now Furcus, high slot. Morrison settles it down. Myers through the legs of Furcus, but poked the other way at the line by McEwen. Wright blows a tire. A chance the other way for the goals, and a shoulder save by Coco. This time on Judd Caulfield.
Yeah, another good stop by Nikkei Coco is Charlie Wright kind of toe-picked and went down and allowed him in by himself.
That was similar to the setup of the Pasta job goal to make it 2-0 earlier in the game. Goyette back for Myers. Out to center for Coachella Valley. Sent back in by Brouillard. Right. Around the wing in his own zone for Ty Nelson. 2-1 early on here in the period. Ryan Carpenter for San Diego. Chucks it to the net. Save made by Coco. Here's Brouillard. Back down the wing in behind the goal. Ryan Carpenter spins away from John Hayden. Nico Majadovic. Put to the boards by Ben Myers. It's picked up by John Hayden. Hayden gets the chance for the rebound, and Logan Morrison pulls his team even. Power play goal for the Firebirds. Furcus right back at it, and a glove save.
You go back to early in the second, a couple of the saves that Nikkei Coco made has given him the opportunity to get this game back to square.
Coco, 33 saves on 35 shots. He's been spectacular here tonight and has given his team the opportunity to come back and tie this game. 19 saves in the second period with no goals. Only 2, and they both came on the power play in the first 6 minutes of this hockey contest. Russo fumbled that one.
A nice little bounce on him.
Furcus to the blue line. Charlie Wright back for Jagger Furcus up top. Furcus near side for Nelson. A shot blocked in front by Solberg, and he wore all of that one. Washy back in over the Coachella Valley line. A steal out in front. Colangelo looking for a lane. Across, Solberg down low for Brouillard. Centering feed knocked away by Coco. Firebirds still trying to navigate it outside their own zone. Uno in front. Washi got a tip on it. Coco the save. He hangs on it. Shows quite a time away. Still coming up September 26th.
Yeah, it's a day or two away.
Yeah, but tickets are on sale. Get them before it's too late. 11:10 to go here in this period. The third, that is, in a 2-2 game. O'Shea over the line for Zadorov, broken up. Charlie Wright couldn't locate the puck. Zadorov spins away from Wright. Turns it to the front of the goal, and Coco has to come up big. Another opportunity. Solberg gloved down by Coco. Stephen Walsh. Those are the guys tasked with breaking up the brouhaha.
Yeah, I get a feeling the rest of their night's going to be fairly busy.
Then we're going to talk the muscle, if you will. Avon races for a puck. 9:07 to play in the third period. All tied at 2. Sent on in, Mijatovic. Around the wing, Burke. Centering feed for Mijatovic. Got jammed a bit. Myers trying to escape the zone. Charlie Wright fighting for the red line, and Ville Husso comes out of the net to play the puck, and that negates icing.
Yeah, that was a strange play by Husso.
Perkis keeps it onside. Charlie Wright left circle, right back door effort looking for Morrison. They couldn't connect.
No, good opportunity, but McCune gets down to block that pass across.
Tyson Hines holds it back for Colangelo. 55 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Luno battles. Stevens almost pried it away from him. And now it's Nick Brouillard over the line, left side for Washi. And Washi poked away by Nelson. Washi gets back to his feet, sends it around for Matthew Phillips. Phillips for Washi, just wide of the cage. Had plenty of room, too.
Yeah, Washi had a lot of room, and he's a point-per-game guy, so not the guy you want to leave wide open.
Brouillard back up top. Works along Mitchell Stevens with 20 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Matthew Phillips crisscrosses. Here's Luno. His shot blocked by Nelson. Phillips settles it down. Matthew Phillips trying to get the shot through. Wright is in his way. They'll battle to the near side boards. Goyette and Solberg set to get back on the ice. Back to 5-on-5 now. Chances for both sides. 39 saves matches Nikkei Coco's total in the first game between these two teams back on October the 10th. Firebirds 5-0 loss. This one's controlled by Logan Morrison. 5:06 to go in the third period. In a 2-2 game. Some more rough stuff behind the play. Things continue on. Charlie Wright off of a stick. Ty Nelson around the wing for Jagger Fergus.
Yeah, the game's temperature has definitely gone up a little bit here.
In a game against San Jose back on December the 8th of 2024. Gulls get it back behind the Firebirds net. Charlie Wright battles in the corner. Washi looking for it. Dug free by Phillips. Tucked away by Myers. Fergus dumps it to the opposite corner. McEwen quick back up the other way. Trying to find Phillips. Just stays onside over the line. He'll twist it around, and Coco out of his cage to get it. San Diego gets it back. Washi centering feed. A save by Coco. The rebound through the goal mouth from Phillips.
Yeah, Nikkei Coco was a little fortunate there. As that one underneath his pad, that could have quite easily hit the heel and gone back into the net.
Nelson clears it down the ice. Fergus wins the race. Face-off coming up in the offensive zone for Coachella Valley. Taken away, though, by San Diego. Hines has some trouble getting it out. Myers a second effort to keep it down, and Hines finally clears his defensive end. Slowing down by Charlie Wright. Hines in the corner. Goyette battling for it. Washington gets it for San Diego with $1:20 to go here in regulation. A 2-2 game from Acrisure Arena. Spun to the boards. A shot off the skate of Charlie Wright. Goyette. First attempt knocked down. Luno battles again, and it squirts out to center. Luno right back in. Broken up by the Firebirds. Goyette couldn't get it away from traffic. Luno is centering feed. Open space. Hayden and Sidorov battle aside. Here is Charlie Wright in behind the goal. Scoop free by Logan Morrison. Sends it down and is handled by Hines as he deposits it right back in.
Yeah, really good job by Charlie Wright there in that battle. You're in last half minute of the game. Charlie Wright does a great job.
And Luno. We're underway here in overtime, and the Gulls start possession here in OT. Luno back in his own zone. He'll circle back. Tristan Luno drops a pass. Now for Tim Washington. Sam Colangelo drives his way in. Groups around the net with Jugnauth keeping him to the outside. Back out to center for a reprieve. Luno. He'll circle back. Firebirds trying to make their first change, but have to wait until they get some possession themselves. Justin Bailey's pumped off the puck.